my makeup with shaky hands. I have MS and I have shaky hands, so I do things just a tad bit differently. So this is gonna be how I do my makeup and how I use things differently, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I have dry skin, so I'm gonna prep my skin and then do my makeup. This is probably overkill, but this is what I've been using. This is what works. I use this, and this in that specific order. So I'm gonna prep my face and then I'll be back. Okay, I don't follow like makeup rules. I just put it on as I feel like I like it. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put on the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Okay, while I let this dry, I do my eyebrows. I use this NYX glue thing, whatever, I don't know. I really like the applicator and it's easy for my hands to grip really well. I drop things all of the time, so this is very helpful. So I'm gonna go in with this. Okay, it's almost gone. I have another one though. I don't know if you can tell. Sly shake. Okay, I'm gonna go do the other one and then I'll be right back. Oh my god, I thought it was recording this whole time. Okay, so I finished my eyebrows and the top part didn't come out correctly, so I literally just took a tiny bit of this and just filled it in a little bit. Can't believe I wasn't recording, but there we go. Okay, the next thing I do is go in with foundation. This is my LYS foundation stick. Sometimes liquid is hard just because it gets all over the place. So I really appreciate the stick, I think. Okay, now I take my beauty blender. I have tried brushes in the past, but most brushes are just like hard for me to grip, and then when I try to use them, like it just doesn't, I don't have too much control of my hands, and so when things are smaller, it's easier for me. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah. So that's why I like the beauty blender over, Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is concealer. I like to use this Tarte Creaseless Creamy, and it's so funny because when I was online looking, I got this in an Ipsy bag, but then I wanted to buy the full size, and when I was online, there was a lot of people who didn't like this product, but it works well for me, I guess. So I like this one, and this, let's put it wherever. And then I also go in with the beauty blender on this because it's my under eyes, and I like to get yeah. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in with this Lunar Beauty bronzing and sculpting stick. This is my favorite. I also got this in an Ipsy thing. I love this thing. I've had a few that I've gotten in Ipsy, but this one's been my favorite. I put this wherever I feel like I want to put this. I'm tired of those videos where they're like, you need to put it here and here. I put this where I want to put it. Running out of time, so I'm going to be quick. I do use a brush for this, but I found only the Dollar Tree brushes work for me, so I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna go ahead and blend. I literally just go like this. I do my best to keep it in the same area, but sometimes my hands are finicky, so I use a brush for blush as well. I'm gonna go in, I want a toastier look, so I'm gonna go in with this one. I do all liquids first, powder, and then powder. I do appreciate smaller, I don't know what they're called, but these are just easier for me to work with personally. Applicators, smaller applicators. Okay, this is my 2-in-1 Revolution setting powder. I'm gonna do this for my under eyes, and then I'm gonna go in with the powder for my face. I want to mention I do use smaller brushes when I do use brushes if I can. These are the Morphe like traveling brush set. Smaller brushes make a really big difference. I'm gonna go in with bronzer. Lately I've been using this Rem Beauty one. I do have a hard time opening things, so it takes okay, just kidding. One of the things that I do differently is I put bronzer here because I don't like it being lighter than everything else, so I do put a little bit of bronzer here and then I just blend it out, and then I feel like it's just more cohesive. Next I'm gonna go in with blush. This one is very well loved, and I put blush here and up, like where my cheeks go up, I don't know. Okay, and now when it looks like I've been a little bit sunburnt, I go back in with the beauty blender and just put it over just to mute it a little bit. I'm gonna go in with highlight. This one from Wet n Wild has been my favorite. It's like $5. I don't know, I really like it. And I go here, here. I go top of my nose. This part gets a little different. I go here, and I go on my chin. And then I go the top of my eyebrow, and then right underneath the end of my eyebrow. Top of my eyebrow, right underneath the end of my eyebrow. Set my face. I'm gonna go in with this Tear setting spray. Okay, now I'm gonna curl my lashes. I have tried both. I find that, again, this one's smaller. It's just easier to hold because my hands shake when I get close to my eyes. I'm gonna use mascara. I'm gonna use this one. I like to use the brown with the toasty kind of makeup look. Mascara is hard. I normally don't do my bottom lashes just because I get closer poking my eyes, and mine are like non-existent, so it's hard. Like harder than it already is, but this is gonna take me a while. I'll be back. For eyeshadow, I'm just gonna put sparkles on top. When I do eyeshadow, I have smaller brushes, and that's usually not too hard for me. I'm gonna go in with this palette, and I'm gonna go in with the color Stuff She Knows. For this, I'm just gonna use my finger and put it on. I'm gonna try a little bit of a different liner. I usually do pink. I'm gonna go in with this plum shade. And for liner, I just move my head as I need. Oops. Wow, for a Dollar Tree liner, this is really pigmented. I'm gonna go in with this color for the lipstick. I'm gonna try to I added the concealer to the middle to brighten it up a little bit, and for gloss, I'm gonna go in with this Clueless one. Okay, I went with something more comfortable. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanna be comfy, but this is the finished look. Yeah, so I'm still able to get it done. I'm really glad about that, but if you watched the whole video, oh my god, thank you for watching. Okay, bye!